Hey guys, welcome back to the tutorial series Introduction to Kubernetes. Today we are going to talk about secrets. Before that, little bit about me. I am Jainish, software developer. These are the links which you can use to follow me on GitHub, Twitter, and LinkedIn. So what is secret? Secret is very similar to ConfigMap that we learned in last video, but secret is morely used to store data which are sensitive in nature. It can be password, auth token, access key, SSH key, etc., or even configuration files. Right. The limitation of secret is you can only create secrets up to 1 MB of size. This is to encourage not to create big secret files. Now, as I mentioned, secret can be used to store sensitive data, and secrets are attached to a running pod at the runtime to pass the this configuration files or which contain sensitive data at runtime. Now, making those two separate, managing those two separate, helps you to keep your workflow more secure and more sensitive, more secure and more easy. Now, this is the architecture how Kubernetes manages secrets. So, both are different object types in Kubernetes. You can create pod and secret separately, and node, depending on your deployment description, will attach secret to a pod at runtime. So that makes it easy to manage secret independent of your pod or Docker containers. Now there are three types of secret. Generic secrets are used to create, secret out of a local files or a directory with multiple files or a literal value like environment variables if you want to set a key value pair or something. Then there is a Docker registry secret. And now Docker registry secret is used, to pull or make a communication between a Docker daemon of Kubernetes node to Docker registry, right? So for example, let's say you are pulling your Docker images from a private Docker registry, which is managed by your organization, and you don't want a public, you don't want to enable that for public access. Which means to pull Docker images and run it as a pod in Kubernetes, you will need to allow authentication. You will need to provide authentication, and that's where Docker registry secrets are used. TLS secret is basically to store the certificates for HTTPS or SSL that can be used with Nginx or Ingress to make sure that the communication uh, between clients are happening in a secure manner. So let's get started. Let's create our own secret and go through how secrets are created. So I have, like other tutorials, I have updated my source code with example of how to create secrets, right? So let's go through it. First, secret from literal. So here I am creating a secret of key value pairs. I just want to store some data. Now, for secret, you need to, if you are setting key value pair, you need to store, you need to provide your values with base 64 encoded, right? So in this case, let's go back. I have explained that, to create this config my literal, I have converted my values into base 64 and storing it in a literal file or in a configuration file like that, and I'm setting those value. So when we do that, it will create a secret with key key value pair user, password, and database, which is a database name. Then we can create secret from file as well. Now this is our generic secret. So I am creating a secret file to store or to pass a db.properties file inside a pod which contains information like username, password, and database. And we will pass this to file using deployment. We are setting the value in the pod using those secret. So to set value from secret as an environment variable, which is literal, like secret from literal, what I'm doing is I'm saying value, get it from secret key reference, where my secret name is db credential secret, and I want to set value of key database. Same thing with Postgres user and the password, that we are setting value which will be readed from the secret. And also for file, we are adding a volume called dbconfig, which gets the information or a file from the secret with secret name dbconfsecret, and then we are mounting that file inside a container to etc food directory, and this is just a reference of that volume, the dbconfig, right? And we are running a Postgres container, Postgres version 9.6. So let's see that in action. So let me go to the directory. Okay, I have all the files created here. So let me just apply, start with the literal. Sorry, I forgot apply. And it will say my secret with name dbcred secret is created. Let me also create a secret with the file. And if I do kubectl get secrets, I will see two secrets being created, dbconf and dbcred. Now, if I try to describe that, it will not show me the value because the things are encoded with base 64, right? But when we create a deployment, when we pass it to deployment, it will automatically decode it with base 64 and pass the value. Now the good part is that you can use your own encryption algorithm. By default, it's base 64, but you can use any AES encryption algorithm. So let's see if our deployment is created. Our deployment is created for Postgres. Let's see how is our pod doing. And pod is in the process of being created. It will take couple of seconds as we have the liveness probe and readiness probe configured. It will take up to 30 seconds to have that pod being healthy, ready to be used. And great, the pod is healthy now. So let's get inside the pod to see how our configurations are doing. So if I go to cd etc and food directory, I will see a file db.properties which we are passing as a secret. And if I get that file, I will see the content, right? The database name, the password, and the username. On the same note, if I try to print the environment variable which we are setting from here, Postgres DB, right? We can see the name. It was encoded when we created secret, but now it's decoded automatically. We can do Postgres user and password as well. And you can see the values are decoded and printed properly. So that's how you can use a secret with the Kubernetes. Let me go out of the container. So that's how easy it is to use secret, and the use of secret is to keep your configuration or census which has the sensitive information, or a configuration which requires information about connectivity to database or connectivity to other microservice which requires authentication. So you can use secrets for those purposes. So that's it for this video. Please don't forget to add your question in the comment if you have any. Give me a thumbs up if you learned something new through this video. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel to get a notification of our upcoming videos. Thank you.